feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Welcome back to the GSMC Dead Ball Sports Podcast, hosted by GSMC Sports Network. I'm your host, Nolan Jambert. In the first segment, we recap the NBA playoff games from last night. In this segment, we're going to talk about the playoff games for tonight, Wednesday night games. After this, we're going to the NFL, talking NFL draft. I'll preview a mock draft that I'm, going to concoct up, cook up a little bit. We'll talk about the receivers and the defensive linemen in this draft as well. Before we get into any of that, though, bang. Tips and donations. Tips and donations are always greatly appreciated. By tipping and donating, it means you guys care about the content that we're putting out, and we do put out the best content that we possibly can. So it really means a lot when people tip and donate. So if you do want to show your support, if you're in the live stream and want to donate, the super chat and stickers are the best way to do that. If you're not in the live stream and you want to tip or donate, do that with the 2 links in the bio and in the description. That really means a lot. Even if you don't want to tip or donate and still want to show you guys support and care for us, leave a comment on the short comment in the comment section on the YouTube Shorts, the YouTube video, or in the live stream comment section. I'll see those as soon as they pop up. So feel free to do that, and I'll respond to that as soon as I possibly can. It's my job to talk to you guys, and I like being able to talk. So feel free to do that, and I'll see that as soon as I can. But if you do want to tip or donate, like I said, and you're in the live stream, super chat and stickers, the best way to do that. And if you're not in the live stream, the 2 links in the bio and in the description. With that being said, let's talk about the NBA games tonight, shall we? NBA tonight. It's 3 games. Sorry. 3 games. Only I'd say one of them is going to be, good, I guess you could say. It's it's just 2, it's all 2 Eastern Conference games. The Celtics Magic and the Cavs Heat. And the Western Conference is the Houston Rockets and then the Golden State Warriors. So obviously the best game is going to be Golden State Warriors versus the Houston Rockets. But let's talk about the 2 other games first in the East before we get into that. I'm going to blow my nose real quick, though, because my nose is killing me. Ooh. That doesn't really help, honestly. Like, when you blow your nose and you think it's going to help? That one really didn't. So that's just a waste of a tissue. All right. Let's talk about the 1 versus 10. We'll talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Miami Heat first. That was a good first game. Honestly, in the first game of that series, the Miami Heat lost. They lost by about 20 points. And honestly, for a 20-point deficit, a 20-point loss, it really didn't seem like they were down 20 points most of that game. I feel like they kept it a lot closer than most teams would have in that situation. And I do feel like the Heat still have an opportunity, still have a chance to, make a name for themselves and win a few games. I really do. I think they're a really good offensive team. Defense, I wouldn't say as much, But their defensive play is not bad whatsoever. And yeah, they're playing, the Cleveland Cavaliers, one of the best teams in the NBA. They got, Darius Garland, who can just plays basketball. He's shifty, he can shoot, he can score. I mean, he's pretty hard to defend. But that's why you got a guy like Tyler Hero on him. Tyler Hero is a good matchup for Darius Garland. They're both around the same height, same weight. They both play the same. They're both very fast, very shifty. And, I mean, Darius Garland just wouldn't miss the other day. That's why they won by so much, because Darius Garland just didn't seem to want to miss when he took his shots. No matter where he was on the floor, if he was by the logo, if he was, anywhere else. He just didn't seem to want to miss. And that's why they won. So, I mean, this game tonight will very heavily rely on the Cleveland shooting, because if they don't shoot well, Miami has an opportunity to come in and play some very close basketball with the Cleveland Cavaliers and maybe take a game away from them. You got guys, obviously, Bam Adebayo versus, Evan Mobley / Jaren Allen. I mean, that's a great matchup. Bam Adebayo is one of the best centers in the NBA. I will say that. He's very consistent getting double-doubles. Excuse me. He's a good double-double player. He makes a lot of plays. He gets rebounds, scores points. I mean, he's good. He's a great center for the Heat. You got Tyler Hero, like I said, phenomenal player. He can score. He can, he's athletic. He can shoot. He can do anything you need him to. Duncan Robinson, Jamie Vasquez. It's a good overall team. Yeah, they're a 10 seed, but I do still believe they can still come away with a few games in this series. 7-game series? No. 6, maybe at best. But this game tonight won't be, it's one of the games tonight where I'll tune in, but I probably won't be, I'll be playing heavy detail attention to. The other game of the Eastern Conference tonight. This is a game that can be a little better. The Magic versus the Boston Celtics. The Celtics are without Jason Tatum tonight, and that is a huge opportunity for Magic to come in and try to sneak a game in for them. They're still a great defensive team. The Magic are still a phenomenal defensive squad. And the Boston Celtics, they are a very good three-point shooting team. If they continue to apply three-point pressure on the arc like they were last game, the Celtics won. But the Orlando Magic were applying pressure that entire game on any level, on every level they needed them to. And they lost by a few points, I believe by like 10 or 15. They were in that game most of that time. And they were never out of it until, the final minute or so, and they started to creep away. The Celtics, and they started to creep away. But, it's going to be, that's actually going to be one of those games. Ooh, hang on. Some snot. My nose is killing me right now. This is horrible. But, they're a good team. The Boston Celtics are a 2 seed. The Magic are a 7 seed. But, honestly, the Magic are a very good 7 seed. They're a great defensive 7 seed. Their scoring could use some work. That's why, they're a 7 seed, because they can't score too well. But if they play good enough defense tonight, they will be a team that could sneak away with this, tying at 1-1 going into Orlando. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. My nose is just killing me today. Oh, I'm not sure why. I woke up just not feeling the best, and my nose is like that today. Horrible. But, like I said, the Magic could hopefully sneak away with a win today, tie it to 1-1, heading to Orlando. They'll probably not, if they win tonight, it's because Tatum's not playing. But still, getting a win against the Celtics like that could be a momentum booster for the Orlando Magic to maybe possibly, take them to 6. Highly doubt they go to 7. But if they win tonight, get some momentum, maybe, just maybe, they can take them to 7. And, prove everybody wrong that, hey, we're a defensive team. They're a heavily set defensive team. And they've proven it so far throughout the year, through their letting their opponents score so little, and them scoring just enough for them to be able to win their games. The final game tonight, the best game of the night by far, the Golden State Warriors versus the Houston Rockets. That is a game that that everybody who loves the NBA should be watching. That is a phenomenal game. This very young Houston Rockets team versus this very tenured, very old, I wouldn't say very old, but tenured Golden State Warriors team. Obviously, you still got guys like Steph Curry, who's still been playing phenomenal basketball his entire career. Draymond Green, phenomenal defender. The addition of Jimmy Butler to the Warriors is probably the best thing that organization could have done in this free agency. He has helped that team so much, defensively, offensively. I mean, he's a phenomenal player. Overall, he's a phenomenal player, and he is one of the reasons the Warriors are still in the playoffs right now, because Jimmy Butler his play and performance was so good, and his playoff performance so far has been very good. The very young Houston Rockets, though, they're still, I mean, yeah, they lost to the Warriors in game 1, but they still are, the 2 seed in one of the best Western conferences we've seen in a very long time. They are very young. They got, obviously, Jalen Green leading them at the point, Amen Thompson, Jabari Smith. I mean, you got like Dylan Brooks, Alperen Sengun, who honestly is a phenomenal center. This team is very good and a very well-rounded, very young team. A lot of besides Dylan Brooks, most of their starters weren't drafted until 2021. And I mean, they're a great young team. I mean, going from a 500 team last year and now making the playoffs to a 2 seed in the West is a huge accomplishment for them. And there's no doubt in my mind that they can get a win tonight. I mean, they lost by, I believe it was 9 last time they played. And tonight, I can see them getting a win by maybe 10 points, maybe like 8 or more. I mean, it's just a matter of how Steph Curry plays. But I just think their bench is a lot deeper than the Warriors. And when Steph Curry's out of the game, the Warriors tend to fall back a little bit. They tend to, score less, slow down. And when other teams see Steph Curry out, they take advantage of that. They start playing more aggressive, a lot faster, and they can't. So, when you got the greatest shooter of all, one of the greatest three-point shooters of all time, well, the greatest three-point shooter of all time off the floor, take advantage of it and come back, it's a lot harder for people to, come back as a team and, recap it up, I guess you could say. But it's going to be a great game tonight regardless. I would love to see Golden State win this series in 7. I think it would just be awesome to see, a 7 seed come into the playoffs and beat a 2 seed in the West. I mean, that'd be a phenomenal sight, honestly. But will it happen? I'm not really sure. Only time will tell with that. But I do think it's completely possible, especially if the Houston Rockets win tonight. I think the series can go to 6 or 7. But if the Warriors win, I think it can be like a 5-game series where Warriors just prove that they're still one of the best dynasties in the NBA, and they're here to stay and possibly make another run for another NBA championship, like the 2022 season they had a few seasons ago. That's all I got for this segment. We're moving away from basketball now, heading to the NFL, talking draft, mock draft, wide receivers, and defensive linemen, and ends. We'll get to that after the break.